I'm a banana, I'm a banana, I'm a banana. Look at me, man! I'm a banana, I'm a banana, I'm a banana. Look at me, man! Banana power, banana power, banana power, power, banana power, banana power, banana power. Look at me, man! Uh-oh, banana, uh-oh, banana, uh-oh, banana. Stop! Stop!
Onision, Gregory Avero, James Jackson, the pariah of the internet, more specifically YouTube. In the fall of 2019, Twitter users especially banded together, creating a massive anti-Onision community to have him deplatformed from the internet. It got carried away, and many of us were speaking out by December, and it seemed to fall on deaf ears. But I see now everyone has decided to stop being blinded by hate. It only took Chris Hansen selling this story to the ID channel before anyone cared about the consequences of their actions when it came to this hashtag deplatform predators movement. I wonder why. But that part is none of my business. Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well today. My name is Beth, or Queen of Spade. Please do give this video a like, subscribe if you're new, and without further ado, let's throw some spade. It has been a dark time online for YouTubers since autumn 2019. Seemed as though everyone took to Twitter to take their shot at Onision and support Chris Hansen as he covered this on his new YouTube channel, Take a Seat with Chris Hansen. It may not be news to you because maybe you have been here for a long time, but I had a different approach, mainly trying to let the world know that the anti-O community had lost their minds. Literally, they all went insane trying to cancel him. Yet, Onision was still the most evil man on YouTube, a predator who had to pay for his crimes, and the entire world seemed to be canceling him and running communities to do so on their behalf. Twitter was crazy. Trust me, everyone was supporting this massive cancel campaign. Weirdest thing ever for someone like me who hates cancel culture. And no, this is not because I'm an Onision fan. Although this was funny as fuck.
What did Onision scam me for?
I have not liked Onision since.
I'm a banana, I'm a banana, I'm a banana. Look at me, man!
But this has to be said. As the world is finally finding out now, somehow just now, none of these people have integrity or ethics either, and many are no better than Onision themselves. Yet, Onision is still the pariah of the internet for being a sexual predator. He needs to be caught for his crimes. He needs to be arrested and put in jail, especially before he can ever hurt another teenage girl. After all, he even ran his own cult. Didn't you hear? He ran a cult. But what if this is all bullshit. A crazy, money-making story for all. What if Onision is actually innocent? We just need to look at facts instead of letting our hate blind us and looking at biased evidence. So now that this has been released, let's take a final look at the Onision case, if there is one. These documents have been released to the public, and they are from the Pierce County Sheriff Department, and it's a supplemental report. You can see the incident number, and you can see that the case management disposition is inactive, not assigned, no investigation necessary. They consider this to be resolved. And so let's just take a look at what this is. Now, here they also say that they have one count with a CPS, Adult Protective Services referral as well. And it looks like there have been 4 case report numbers. This here, it says, has occurred from September 16th, 2019. What did they report? Well, apparently, not much. Here, they were dispatched. They did come take a look. Now, this is that wonderful case that the AntiOnision crew wanted to, have happen to Onision, and it has been closed as of, what's that date? What's that date right there? Is that October 4th, 2019? So it is fair to say that since then, there has not been a case with Onision, and no FBI case was opened because they decided that no investigation was necessary. And no, this is not about when his child fell from the window, which in my opinion was really not anyone's business if the police and CPS have already looked into it. So, what was this about? So, let's go through the narrative here. It says, this report is to document numerous CPS referrals related to the same allegations addressed in this and previous reports related to possible sexual grooming by James Jackson, aka Gregory Avero, aka Onision, toward minor children in his care. The CPS referrals are listed as numbers, and you'll see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. I've had half as many calls as he has. Imagine that. Each of the intakes address allegations that Jackson had previously had a female juvenile named Sarah who lived with him and his wife at the address in Gig Harbor. The referrals claim Jackson shared nude photographs and otherwise groomed Sarah to participate in sexual activities with he and his wife, so Kai, while Sarah was under the age of 18. According to the referrals, Sarah had since moved out of the residence. There is no information on Sarah in any of the referrals, and therefore, I believe that's supposed to say, I could not find any reports which listed Jackson as a suspect in any crime involving Sarah. Jackson is a YouTube entertainer with several channels under his username of Onision. According to the referrals, there are videos circulating online in which Sarah makes claims against Jackson and others where Jackson allegedly admits to those claims. I viewed numerous related YouTube videos and did not locate anything that would amount to any criminal activity as described. It appeared there was at least one video by another YouTube entertainer which urged the audience to report the same allegations to authorities, most likely explaining the recent influx of CPS referrals and non-emergency police calls. Chris Hansen? I contacted CPS investigator Deborah Mead, who advised she had also viewed numerous videos and concurred with my assessment of the content. It should be noted that deputies have contacted Jackson at his residence on at least 2 prior occasions during the past year related to similar allegations, and no evidence of any criminal activity could be found. Additionally, Detective Moss responded to an incident on September 12th, 2019, where Jackson's 2-year-old daughter fell out of an open window at the residence. Detective Moss visited the residence and found it to be satisfactory for children with no evidence of criminal activity. The case status is being changed to inactive, no investigation necessary. There is nothing further at this time. And it sounds like there won't be, considering in January, February, March of this year, 2020, everyone was calling again and nothing has been done, most likely because now they know that no investigation is necessary and everyone's calling about all the exact same old news. And this is the latest information that has been released, which proves that since October, this case has been closed. Chris Hansen had to have known since October that there would be no Onision FBI case. He just wanted to make his mark on YouTube, since his career with To Catch a Predator and NBC was over. He is severely in debt, and using the Onision victims, if they are even victims, to get donations and pay off that debt. He has been the entire time, and many of us have tried to tell the world. Like I said, it fell on deaf ears. So, are you listening now? What will you do about this? It is time to move on. Nothing is happening with this, especially when those Chris works with are more grimy than Onision is. At this point, it is not good for anyone to dwell on the Onision case. None of this has been good for the victims, like I have been saying since November, and it has become extremely apparent nobody out here cared about them to begin with. Or they would not have been made to go through this all so publicly. Please, if you are abused by someone online, no matter who they are, contact your local authorities, not a YouTuber, and definitely not Chris Hansen. Call the police. Stay silent until the case is over. Then tell your story to the world and try to save others. As for Onision, this case is closed and has been since October. Move on, Internet, and don't trust Chris Hansen again. Are you finally listening?
Have you guys noticed that you're literally not allowed to be the bigger person?
Yeah.
You're literally not allowed to. If you're the bigger person and you don't engage, they just say you're guilty. They just say you're guilty.
Well, either way, you're guilty, apparently.